I believe where there is music, there is magic. And music is magic. I am most excited because my dad used to play at the Sea Rock Hotel.
Wow.
Behind that for many years, and he used to tell me all these stories as I was growing up 6, 7, 8 years old. I truly serve my heart on a plate, and I truly want to give my audience the best show. My hands are going to be blazing on the guitar fretboard. I'm going to have the wind in my hair.
Yeah, and you're going to be making waves with your performance.
Exactly.
Welcome to the socials of 94.3 Radio 1. I'm your host Bhaarat, and I'm so excited to be having Mr. Shannon Pereira.
Thank you.
The frontman of Shannon and the Silent Riot. And well, he's going to be performing and gracing the stage at Olly Fest, which is going to be taking place between 14 to 16 November at Bandra Fort, where the sea meets the sound. You can get your tickets at Book My Show. Tickets start at ₹799. Go get them at Book My Show. Shannon, so cool to have you in the studios.
Likewise, and so nice to meet you.
Yes, and
so
we were having such a wonderful conversation before. You've got such a great energy. I would like to ask you, Olly Fest celebrates music, culture and heritage, and you've, of course, come from a family that has music spanning over 4 generations, and you've played music since a very tender age. What is it that we can look forward to in your performance at Olly Fest with your wonderful band?
Well, first thing, I am really excited to be part of this fest, and more so part of this extremely phenomenal lineup. I see so many of my friends performing there, so it's going to be a great meeting point also to catch up with the guys I haven't met and caught up with in a long time. But other than the phenomenal lineup, and I've been seeing the promotions and all of that stuff, I'm really just so happy to see something being done by the Bandra people for Bandra itself.
Yeah.
And also Alwyn and the guys I have been talking to, Michael, Nelson, they're such nice gentlemen and such lovely guys to speak to and talk to. And I've been seeing their videos, their reels, and it's really cool. In fact, I just spoke to Michael saying that, I loved your video and all of that stuff. But with regards to the set list, I've been planning this for months now, because it's been a long time that my band hasn't done an open to public show. Yeah. And, I have longed to do that stuff. Mostly we've been doing weddings and corporates lately. But to be bringing the energy to the Bandra Fort and to Olly Fest is something that I'm really excited about. And I have a very different set list planned this time. And it's going to be so different that the people who have been coming to Shannon and Silent Riot, there is magic for them as well. And for those of you who haven't been to a Shannon and the Silent Riot show, you are definitely going to go home with an experience.
Wow.
Because Shannon and the Silent Riot is not just a band, it's an experience.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Speaking of making it experiential for, the people flocking in at Olly Fest, I would actually like to ask you, you mentioned the fact that you've done a lot of corporate and wedding gigs, and this is, of course, your first open to public gig. What differentiates Olly Fest from other festivals, and what is it that you're really looking forward to at this fest?
It's not my first open public gig. I have done public gigs, but it's just that I don't do it too frequently as much as I would have loved to.
Yeah, in a while is what I mean.
Yeah. It's been a long time, and I'm so excited about Olly Fest because the energy, I can already presume and I can already foresee the energy in the room, the magic that's going to happen at the fest. And we've been rehearsing so much. We have a phenomenal set list planned out, and I just can't wait for next week. Next week is a week for magic, and for all of you listening in, be sure to come in on the 14th, 15th and 16th. Well, 14th more so because I'm performing on the 14th.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, bringing the child within you outside on Children's Day at Olly Fest.
Oh, yeah.
I would actually like to ask you about this. Also, my brother's birthday. I love you, Kamesh. Well, I would actually like to ask you about this. You had some great influences, some great people that you performed with. Of course, Steve Vai, sharing the stage with him. You mentioned this wonderful story to me where you just thought that you probably get your guitar signed and ended up performing with him, exchanging pics and whatnot, performing with Nick Jonas and the Jonas Brothers at Nick Jonas and Priyanka Chopra's wedding, to having influences of or tribute set lists towards Bon Jovi, Bryan Adams, The Weeknd, and so on and so forth, to name a few. What is it that we can expect? You've been talking about the set list a lot. Can you give us a sneak peek into what is it that we can expect?
Well, firstly, I would have loved to play for a longer duration, but I understand that there are many bands performing that night. So we've tried to keep something for everybody, for all age groups. Even it's someone who just listens to the current music, or the guys who have been listening to the classic creme de la creme, the older 80s, 90s, there's magic for everybody. It's going to be a mix of pop and rock is what I can tell you. But it's a performance to look forward to. So grab your tickets soon before they sell out.
Yes.
And make sure you come before the performance starts and grab your best seats, because that is going to matter. And that's the biggest hint I'm going to leave you with.
Yes, wow. I mean, are you going to call them up on stage?
Well, you never know. I can't give it too much.
Go and get your tickets on Book My Show. We'll, of course, listed it down in the description. Well, that's so cool. And, you know, Bandra Fort is where you all are going to be performing. How does it feel to be performing at the backdrop of the iconic Bandra Fort?
I am extremely excited. I hear they've done renovations there, but I'm most excited because my dad used to play at the Sea Rock Hotel.
Wow.
Behind that for many, many years. And he used to tell me all these stories as I was growing up, 6, 7, 8 years old.
Right.
And I have performed a couple of times at the amphitheater, but this time for Olly Fest, and, you know, with such a great big lineup, it's always a blast performing at the amphitheater because, you know, like you said, sound meets the sea, sea meets the sound. I know for sure my hands are going to be blazing on the guitar fretboard. I'm going to have the wind in my hair.
Yeah, and you're going to be making waves with your performance.
Exactly. And I'm going to have the best energy over there.
Yes.
And I love my audience. When I perform, I truly serve my heart on a plate, and I truly want to give my audience the best show so that when they go home, they take away something so memorable and they always remember the show for that magic.
Well, you know, there's something that we spoke about off the record, and something that is really fascinating about Castalla de Aguada, Bandra Fort, which was built back in 1640. And well, setting the scene, how does that atmosphere influence your energy on stage, if I were to ask you?
Well, wow. Now that I know it's from the 1640s.
Yeah.
Wow. I can only imagine the amount of musicians and, you know, just going back in time, how many musicians have performed there.
Yeah.
And have given their hearts out performing for their audience and for their fans. And it's always amazing. When I perform, I truly, truly enjoy just letting the music flow and for the audience to have the best time of their lives. But to play at such an iconic thing built like way, way back, wow. Well, now that I know, it's even more magical for me. I can't wait to go ahead and do this gig.
Lovely, lovely. If I were to ask you, you know, of course, Olly Fest is also about connection, creativity, and joy. Yeah. You really need to be joyous in order to spread that joy for all the people attending. How are you going to channelize all that joy, connection, and creativity to the audience that is going to be there?
Well, I believe where there's music, there is magic. And music is magic. And I always encourage people to learn some instrument, whether it's singing, guitar, do something, because as you get older, I've realized there's more responsibilities that pile up in life and there's more stress. So when you have music and you just play a chord or you just sing a note or whatever, you feel that stress just leave the room and get out of your body and you start feeling so good. And that is the power of music. And when I play music, I completely transform. When I'm on that stage, who you see here completely evaporates and it changes, and I feel powerful when I'm on stage. I feel magical, and when I feel I have a responsibility as well. Because being on stage is a responsibility because you're also a mass communicator. And what you do on stage, how you present yourself, how you perform, how you play your music can influence and change the way a person feels at that point on stage. So I try to keep my music free-flowing and open for everybody. Be it a ticketed show, be it a not ticketed show. I just want my audience to come, forget about the world, forget about the worries, forget about all of that, and you come here because you want to celebrate music, irrespective of your religion, caste, creed, and all of that stuff. Music brings everybody together, and when I perform, music excites my soul. And that transcribes and transpires into the audience. So there's that grand exchange of energy. And also the guys that I perform with, the musicians I perform with, I'm a little particular about who I perform with and I play with in my band at least. Because for me, even more than the music, to some extent, it's also the vibe. And when you have that vibe and you have that energy, that sum of energy, and you give it to the audience, you get it back.
Yeah.
So
wow, you explained that so beautifully.
Yeah.
Wow, you have such clarity of thought, and you explained it like a science and
yeah,
a true philosopher.
it is magical, man. Because when I play on stage, at some points in my set, I'm not even kidding you, I get goosebumps because I
Yeah.
feel that magic.
It's the exchange of energies.
Yeah,
you know?
and
Yeah.
music is not me. It's not. I'm not doing it. It comes from a higher power.
You're a
and
medium.
I'm just
like
a
a-
vehicle getting it to the audience.
Wow, so beautiful, and
Yeah.
really hoping that the audience really feels all that you have said, and I'm sure they will, and more. Some parting thoughts. We've spoken a lot about your set list. How excited are you to perform at Olly Fest with your wonderful band? Some parting thoughts for the people attending Shannon and the Silent Riot at Olly Fest 2025.
Well, you guys must definitely book your tickets immediately. I've already said that because this festival is truly going to be magical. They've got a great lineup all over those 3 days, and I believe it's about 3-4 bands each day. So a lot of my friends are performing, so I know they're really great bands performing. I suggest you tell your friends to come along as well and just bring everybody to celebrate music because Olly Fest is a grand celebration of music, and just by the lineup, just by the acts that are there, you know it's going to be a great grand performance. So don't miss out. Book your tickets now, and especially book for the 14th.
Yes,
because you got to catch
absolutely.
Shannon and the Silent Riot.
Yes, well, thank you so much,
So
Shannon.
nice to speak to you.
It's been a
Thank
pleasure
you.
talking to
Thank you so much. Likewise.
You had such an illustrious career, and really hoping that Olly Fest is another feather in your cap, and many more to come. Thank you so
Looking
much for your
forward to
time.
this next week. Thank you.
Can't wait to have you back on the show again.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
Bhaarat.
brother. Thank you. Cheers. Yes, get your tickets on Book My Show right now. Olly Fest 2025. Bye bye.
94.3 Radio 1.